Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends. Today, let's talk about IELTS speaking test. Let's discuss some of the tips and advice with regards to speaking test. IELTS speaking test will predominantly be a face-to-face conversation with an examiner. The test mimics a real-life interview situation. The speaking test is about 11 to 14 minutes duration and it's in three parts. Part 1 will answer questions about yourself, your family, your hobbies, and your native place, your pastime, so on. Part 2 you will speak about a topic with key points and few questions on the task card or a cue card. Part 3 you will have a longer discussion with the 5 to 6 questions with the examiner about the topic introduced in the Part 2. In IELTS, please start your answers slowly, rather start speaking slowly, think deeply and pick up the speed, and wherever feasible, provide examples. In IELTS speaking test, examiner will measure you, rather assess you based on your grammatical range, your fluency and coherence, and your lexical resources, that means your vocabulary, how many words and what kind of variety of words you are using, and pronunciation, and your clear explanation with examples. These are the 5 points you need to keep in mind. The speaking test is the same for both IELTS academic and general training. You need to speak fluently, clearly, and accurately. It's important to say as much as you can and be spontaneous. Be natural. That's very important in the IELTS speaking test. You should not prepare answers in advance. You need to be spontaneous and natural. Record yourself if you can so, and you can go back and check your performance during your preparation stage. IELTS speaking tips and advice. Part 1, 4 to 5 minutes duration. You will answer questions about yourself, your family, town, your work, your friends, your study, your hobbies and sports and so on. Your pronunciation, fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and your ability to explain with examples matters a lot. Please be confident, friendly, and maintain good eye contact and demonstrate an active body language. We have discussed earlier that in communication, body language conveys 55% of the message, paralanguage or voice, tone, intonation, pitch and speed communicates 38% of the message, and language communicates 7% of the message. Therefore, take care of your body language, meaning your eye contacts, gestures, posture, smile, nodding, rather your overall appearance and so on. Expand your answers with examples, and for that you need to practice, but we should not memorize our answers. Don't speak with the monotone, and please use intonation, isn't it? In paralanguage, we talked about intonation. We talked about TIPS, tone, intonation, pitch, and speed. So please keep TIPS tips in mind. Don't give yes or no answers, and please explain with 2 or 3 sentences. Don't go out of the topic, and don't speak too slowly and too fast, and don't be quiet, and don't be about your perfect English. There's nothing like a perfect English, and you need to use a good degree of English. That's good enough. Part 2 is a 3 minutes duration, and you'll be provided with a cue card or task card which consists of a question. Speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and you'll be given 1 minute preparation time. You'll speak about a topic with the key points on the card. Example, describe a holiday destination that you have visited, enjoyed recently. Where it is, why you went there, what you remember about it, and why it's your favorite holiday destination, and so on. So, be natural, don't memorize your answers. In part 3, which lasts for 4 to 5 minutes, interview. Predict, analyze, compare, give your opinion is what actually is being expected, and you need to be natural. Examiner would like to look at your original perspective, original ideas, and your overall personal perspective on the topics. Topic could be anything related to technology, education, environment, TV, shopping, and so on. Most probably, they are the topics which is introduced to part 2. You will have a longer discussion with 5 to 6 questions about the topic introduced in the part 2 related to these subject areas. Listen for keywords in the question. Give examples. Don't memorize. Don't go off the topic. Don't use filler words. Filler words, like in, you see certain pet words we repeatedly use are called filler words. Try to avoid it, rather minimize it. Don't worry if you make a mistake, and you can always correct it, and it's not a problem. It's okay. And practice with a study partner. Your study partner could be your friend or a teacher. It's very important. Speaking test, you need to practice with your friend or a teacher. Listen to your recordings and discuss your test with your study partner. Think about how you spoke. I can reverse the roles and I can help your partner if he's a student and your friend. Introspect and see that, are you fluent? Did your speech sounds natural? Are you able to express your ideas clearly, coherently? It's very important. Remember your grammatical range and accuracy, your fluency and coherence, your lexical resources, meaning your range of vocabulary, your pronunciation, and the way you explain or describe the things, giving examples, are important. Try to speak as much as you are able to, as much as you can, isn't it? Speak as fluently as you can and try to be spontaneous and be natural. It's very important. And try to remain confident and enjoy using your English skills. Expand your answers with examples as much as you can. Please ensure that you talk more than the examiner does, isn't it? So it is your assessment. So you need to talk more. If you need to, you can ask the examiner to clarify a question. Nothing wrong in that. Don't memorize prepared answers. Be natural and speak your mind and your perspective, your opinion. There's nothing like right or wrong answers. But please don't memorize. Examiners can make out whether you are memorized and speaking out from the memorized answers. Remember that you will be marked on the ability to effectively communicate your opinions and fluently. Questions that the examiner asks tend to be quite predictable, quite natural, generic questions. So make sure you practice at home, but do not memorize your answers. Speaking tips: watch online videos and practice with your friends and teachers. Speak naturally, don't memorize any speeches or answers. And keep a tab on your pronunciation, intonation, your fillers, and your staying on the topic is very important. And be coherent, take care of your grammar, vocabulary, and be descriptive, and start slowly, think deeply, pick up the speed. Remember these 3 things. Speak naturally, don't memorize, and try not to allow your nerves, rather your nervousness, spoil the performance. So be cool and natural. For that, what preparation is required. Friends, we discussed that the secret of success is confidence. The confidence comes through preparation and practice. Abraham Lincoln said, "If I have 6 hours to cut a tree, I spend 4 hours to sharpen my saw." That sums up the importance of preparation and practice. Remember, the speaking test allows you to talk about your life, your experiences, your hobbies, and your ideas and expectations, and so on, in the most interesting way. Therefore, it's largely about you. There's nothing strange about you, and there's no need to be nervous about yourself, isn't it? In fact, we're all excited to talk about ourselves. Therefore, it's not difficult, it is easy. So therefore, please practice. Examiner will see your fluency and variety of words you use and your confidence and the way you express your opinion, your perspective, and your clarity of thought, and it's very, very important. You can take notes and you can look at the notes and speak. You have a talk with good details, and we need to provide examples to justify your points and prepare quite well. Preparation is very important, as we discussed, and I'm sure you'll do very well. And keep in mind your fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation are the 4 criteria for assessing your speaking test. Be natural, be clear, and be coherent on the topic. Please do not deviate. I'm sure you'll do very well. Good luck for your IELTS test. Thank you.